Thank you. It's a humbling honor and a privilege to serve as the MC for today's commemoration ceremony. We stand here as a result of and in recognition of the sacrifices of our fellow Americans, those soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and Coast Guardsmen who bled and gave their very life in defense of this nation. We thank all of you because we are here today because of you. Thank you for all your sacrifice for our liberty and for our freedom. Please welcome the Senior Vice President of Public Affairs for the Cleveland Indians and Board Member for the Bob Feller Act of Valor Foundation, Bob DiBiasio.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Good afternoon, everyone, and a special welcome to all of you, all of those who served during World War II. We are forever grateful to the greatest generation. Allow me to please introduce our special guests here on stage. The Honorable Thomas B. Moodley, Undersecretary of the United States Navy, a proud graduate of Shaker Heights High School, and our keynote speaker today. The Honorable Frank G. Jackson, Army veteran and Mayor of the great city of Cleveland. Mrs. Robin Moodley, ship sponsor for the USS Cleveland, LCS 31. And once again, we will introduce our good friend, World War II Navy Corpsman, Silver Star, Purple Heart recipient, Emery Crowder. On behalf of the Dolan family, owners of the Cleveland Indians, represented here today by Paul Dolan, our chairman and CEO. Paul, could you wave? There you are in the back. Thank you. Paul's father, Larry, served as a first lieutenant in the Marine Corps in the mid-1950s. We welcome all of you to the original home of the Cleveland Indians, League Park. It is fitting that we are here today at League Park. I know many of you, and I've had a chance to chat with a number of you who remember coming to League Park and have vivid memories of watching the Cleveland Indians play here on the corner of East 66th and Lexington Avenue. League Park has a rich history when it comes to supporting our military. As far back as 1918, when champion boxer Johnny Kilbane fought here to raise funds for the Soldiers Recreation Center, or when they played football on this field between the U.S. Naval Reserves and the University of Pittsburgh. Played right here on this field on a Sunday of Thanksgiving weekend. Thousands of draftees were in attendance, and of course the Navy won 10-9. May 25th, 1942, League Park played host to an Army-Navy Relief Fund game, a game featuring the Indians and the White Sox, raising much-needed funds for the war effort. And then on August 15th, 1945, when Allied forces announced the surrender of Japan and the end of World War II, VJ Day, 12,000 Clevelanders were right here at League Park. The Indians beating the Philadelphia Athletics 8-3 that day when the public address announcer announced the news that the surrender of Japan and the end of World War II. The game was held up for more than 20 minutes as the players hugged and the people in the stands cheered and celebrated. Memories galore for all of you right here at League Park. As we commemorate the 75th anniversary of D-Day, please know that under the umbrella of the Bob Feller Act of Valor Foundation, there are 3 events being held around the country to salute the greatest generation. In addition to our event here at League Park, done so with the support of the Baseball Heritage Museum, in New Jersey at the Yogi Berra Museum, they're having an event much similar to this. Hall of Famer Yogi Berra being having participated in the invasion of Normandy. In Kansas City, at the Negro League Museum, partnering with them to honor Leon Day, who also participated in the largest naval and land invasion in history. Please join me in acknowledging Bob Feller's wife, Ann, who is with us today. As the first professional athlete to enlist in World War II, the lesson of service to our country was not lost on the Indians' star pitcher, who would earn the rank of Chief Petty Officer aboard the USS Alabama. Major League Baseball, the Cleveland Indians, and the Bob Feller Act of Valor Foundation are honored to be a part of today's ceremony and celebrate the timeless importance of service, citizenship, sacrifice, and legacy demonstrated by those who served in World War II. We are forever grateful. Thank you.